The story of the Pancha Pandava Rathas, Mamalla's dream. The famous Pallava King Narasimhavarman I, also known as Mamalla, was a great patron of art and architecture. He inherited the art of carving monolithic temples from his father, Mahendravarman I. Mahendravarman I was renowned for his innovation of creating temples by excavating a single rock without using materials like brick, wood, or stucco limestone. One day, as Mamalla walked along a rocky seashore, he saw some colossal granite rocks. They seemed like 5 giants waiting to be sculpted. An idea dawned on him. He decided to transform these monoliths into the Rathas, chariots, of the Pancha Pandavas from the Mahabharata. He believed these chariots would proclaim his devotion and the unparalleled skill of his sculptors to the world. He summoned his finest sculptors and presented them with a challenge. Do not create these chariots using separate stones, he commanded. Sculpt complete chariots with all their features from a single rock. The sculptors accepted this monumental task and created these monolithic chariots, achieving a magnificent feat in the history of architecture. The Rathas and their unique stories. These 5 chariots are arranged in a row. Each is dedicated to a Pandav brother or their wife, Draupadi, and possesses its own unique features and sculptures. Draupadi Ratha. The specialty of the Draupadi Ratha. First in the line of the Pancha Pandava Rathas, a small but very unique chariot catches our eye. This is the Draupadi Ratha. It is designed like a simple village hut with a square structure and a conical roof. Measuring about 11 feet in length and width, this chariot is dedicated to Draupadi, the wife of the Pandavas in the Mahabharata. Its simple form reminds us of the humble life that the royals once lived during their exile in the forest. Architecture and spirituality. This chariot shows an evolution of the architectural thought of the Pallava kings. It is a prime example of their attempt to carve into a single rock the structures of temples and huts that were originally built with wood. Its small size makes us appreciate simplicity and spirituality over grandeur. Moreover, historians believe that this Ratha, unlike the others, might have served as a small temple. The statue of Durga inside it might have been an object of worship. Sculptures and symbols. Inside the chariot, there is a bas-relief of Durga standing on a lotus pedestal. This sculpture has 4 hands. The 2 upper hands hold a conch and a discus. One of the lower hands is in the Abhay Mudra, a gesture of blessing, while the other is on her hip. Near the statue of Durga, at her feet, 2 devotees are depicted kneeling. One of them is shown sacrificing his long hair to Durga, and the other is sacrificing himself. This is believed to represent the ancient Hindu ritual of sacrificing to Durga. At the entrance to the Ratha, there are female sculptures known as Dwarapalikas or gatekeepers. They are also believed to be forms of Durga. One of the Dwarapalikas is seen holding a bow. Not only in the sanctum, but various forms of Durga are also carved on the outer wall of the Ratha. A sculpture on the eastern wall shows Durga standing on the head of the demon Mahishasur after killing him. Outside the Ratha, a large sculpture of a lion, the vehicle of Durga, is carved from a single stone. It is almost 6 feet tall. This is believed to symbolize Draupadi's fierce nature and her fight against injustice. There is a belief that the Pancha Pandava Rathas represent the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and sky. According to this belief, the Draupadi Ratha is considered to represent the earthly power and the sanctity of femininity. The Draupadi Ratha, with its small structure, unique roof shape, and the sculptures of Durga inside, not only stands as a great testament to the artistic skill and spiritual thought of the Pallava kings, but also as a symbol that expresses the qualities of the Mahabharata characters. Arjuna Ratha. The magnificence of the Arjuna Ratha. In the line of the Pancha Pandava Rathas, the Arjuna Ratha stands majestically after the Draupadi Ratha. Dedicated to the valiant archer Arjuna, this Ratha is highly praised for its artistic sculptures and exquisite architecture. Standing about 20 feet tall, 16 feet long, and 11 feet wide, it has two tiers. Architecture and structure. The Arjuna Ratha showcases the finest features of Dravidian architecture. Its two tiers, beautiful pillars, and Vimana, the top part of the tower, proclaim the sophistication of Pallav sculpture. Its size and proportions are aesthetically very pleasing. There is a small mandapam at the lower level of the Ratha. The pillars of this mandapam are supported by lion figures, a unique feature of Pallav architecture. The symmetrical shape and beauty of the Arjuna Ratha make it a masterpiece among the Pancha Pandava Rathas. Sculptures and their symbols. The walls of the Arjuna Ratha are a gallery of beautiful sculptures. Each sculpture tells a unique story. The walls and sculptures of the Arjuna Ratha. The Arjuna Ratha is a monolithic temple located on the same platform as the Draupadi Ratha. It is highly famous for its carved sculptures. Shiva and Indra. On the southern side of the Ratha, there is a beautiful sculpture of Lord Shiva leaning on Nandi. This is called Shiva Vrish Bhantika. On the northern wall, there is a sculpture of Vishnu. Additionally, there is a sculpture of Indra seated on his elephant Airavata in the Arjuna Ratha. This may symbolize the relationship between Indra, who is considered Arjuna's father, and Arjuna. Other sculptures. On the walls of the Ratha, there are sculptures of a yogi and a sage. There is also a sculpture of a sage walking with his disciple. This may represent Arjuna's penance or spiritual journey. Many sculptures like those of loving couples, a king and a queen are carved. Historians believe that these sculptures represent the Pallav kings and their way of life. On the upper part of the Ratha and in other areas, there are dwarf figures called Shiva's Ganas. These may symbolize divine grace and Arjuna's victories. On the southern side of the Arjuna Ratha, a beautiful sculpture of Ardhanarishwara is carved. This sculpture represents the combined form of Shiva and Parvati. The male figure on the right side is Shiva, and the female figure on the left is Parvati. This sculpture signifies the equality of male and female energies, and how essential these two forces are for the creation of the world. This is one of the main philosophies of Shaivism. Significance of the Arjuna Ratha. Arjuna is known as a great archer and warrior in the Mahabharata. This Ratha stands as a symbol of his valor, strength, and his connection with the gods. Directly opposite the Arjuna Ratha is a magnificent monolithic sculpture of Nandi, the vehicle of Lord Shiva. This shows the tradition of placing Nandi outside the temples dedicated to Shiva. According to the belief that the Rathas represent the 5 elements, the Arjuna Ratha is associated with Vayu or the wind. This may symbolize Arjuna's speed and his power to reach his goal. Bhima Ratha. The specialty of the Bhima Ratha. In the line of the Pancha Pandava Rathas, the longest and most majestic-looking Ratha is the Bhima Ratha. It is dedicated to Bhima, the strongest and most powerful of the Pandavas. At about 42 feet long, 25 feet wide, and 25 feet high, this chariot captivates visitors with its colossal appearance, architecture, and structure. The Bhima Ratha has a long rectangular shape. Although it is not as unique as the other Rathas, its length and height signify its strength. Its architectural style is called Salkoshta. It is a Dravidian architectural style with long halls and vimanas. The long, barrel-shaped roof of this Ratha resembles the roofs of Chaitya mandapams in Buddhist architecture. This shows that the Pallav kings incorporated architectural styles from various religions into their creations. Pillars are carved on the facade of the Ratha. These pillars may have had figures of animals like lions, although they are not fully carved. Sculptures and their symbols. There are some sculptures on the exterior of the Bhima Ratha, but they are not as intricate or fully carved as those on the other Rathas. This shows that this Ratha was not fully completed. This may indicate that the Pallav sculptors started a large project but could not finish it for some reason. Significance of the Bhima Ratha. With its colossal appearance, The Bhima Ratha reminds us of the skill of the sculptors who once lived here and the remains of a great project. Although incomplete, its form and purpose show the power of the Pallav art movement. Dharmaraja Ratha. The specialty of the Dharmaraja Ratha. The Dharmaraja Ratha is the largest and most beautifully carved of the Pancha Pandava Rathas. The largest and most impressive of the 5 Rathas, it has 3 tiers. Standing about 40 feet high, it is dedicated to Dharmaraja or Yudhishthir, the eldest and most righteous of the Pandavas. Like the greatness of Yudhishthir, who was considered the embodiment of Dharma, this Ratha stands out with its grandeur and intricate artistry. Its size and minute details make it a masterpiece of sculptural art, architecture and structure. The Dharmaraja Ratha is designed like a 3-tiered Vimana or tower. It is a prime example of the Dravidian Vimana style of architecture. Each tier has beautiful pillars and small, roof-like structures. These pillars are supported by lines, a unique feature of Pallav architecture. This Ratha is considered a complete creation in its shape, size, and sculptural work. It is an artwork that reached the pinnacle of Pallav sculpture. Sculptures and their symbols. This Ratha can be called a sculpture gallery of deities. Innumerable sculptures of deities and mythological characters are carved on its walls. Shiva and Vishnu. Various forms of Lord Shiva are carved here. The sculptures of Ganga Visarjana Murti, Shiva carrying the Ganges river on his head, and Ardhanarishwara, as well as a sculpture of Vishnu, are noteworthy. King's statue. Additionally, a statue of King Narasimhavarman I, Mamalla, is also carved on this Ratha. This sculpture shows the king not as a monarch, but as a devotee. This proclaims that Mamalla was an art lover and was responsible for the creation of these Rathas. This statue is a strong testament to his rule and his patronage of art. Significance of the Dharmaraja Ratha. Yudhishthir is known as the protector of Dharma in the Mahabharata. The grandeur of this Ratha and the sculptures of the deities in it stand as a symbol of his sense of dharma, wisdom, and the blessings of the gods. According to the belief that the Rathas represent the 5 elements, the Dharmaraja Ratha is associated with Akasha, or the sky. Its height signifies the pinnacle of knowledge and divinity. It was fully completed and stands as a perfect testament to the skill of the Pallav sculptors. Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha. The specialty of the Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha. In the line of the Pancha Pandava Rathas, the Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha is located slightly away from the others. Dedicated to the Pandav twins, Nakula and Sahadev, this Ratha attracts attention with its unique shape and unfinished state. At about 16 feet long and 15 feet wide, its unique, semicircular shape resembles the back of an elephant. This is a rare design in Dravidian architecture. This shape symbolized the unity of the twin brothers and their love for animals. Architecture and structure. This Ratha is designed in a semicircular shape, like the back of an elephant. This is called the Gajprishta form. While the other Rathas are rectangular or square, this Ratha is distinguished by its curved shape. This shows that Pallav sculptors experimented with different forms. Like the Bhima Ratha, the Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha is not fully carved. Only some parts of it are found with preliminary work. This may indicate that Maamalla's plan was not fully realized. It is believed that this elephant-shaped Ratha may have been dedicated to Indra, who has an elephant as his vehicle. Sculptures and their symbols. This Ratha has a small number of sculptures of deities and mythological characters. However, as they are not fully completed, they cannot be clearly identified. A large sculpture of an elephant carved from a single stone is located near the Ratha. This elephant sculpture further emphasizes the Gajprishta form of the Ratha. Nakula and Sahadev were known for their great love for animals, especially for their skill in caring for horses. This elephant sculpture may symbolize their character and their connection with nature. Significance of the Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha. According to the belief that the Rathas represent the 5 elements. The Nakula-Sahadeva Ratha is associated with earth or water. Its location by the sea and its elephant form may be further reasons for this. Its shape and purpose show the power of the Pallav art movement and their imaginative ability. It stands as a remnant of a great dream and a testament to our historical glory. Conclusion. These 5 Rathas and the animal sculptures near them are not just monuments, they are an epic etched in stone. They stand as a testament to the unparalleled sculptural skill of the Pallavas. Each Ratha tells the story of a hero, a deity, and a civilization that flourished with art, religion, philosophy, and foresight. These Rathas served as prototypes for the larger temples and towers built later, reminding us of the golden age of Pallav sculpture. To see our other posts about the Pallav kings and their magnificent works of art and to encourage us, please subscribe and watch our playlists. Thank you.